Welcome back to the Z Consulting Podcast. We talk a lot about trends and challenges facing businesses today, but today we're going to do a little bit of future gazing. We're going to dive deep into a really juicy topic that I think is on every business leader's mind these days, and that is artificial intelligence, or AI as the cool kids call it. Specifically, we're looking at some predictions for what AI is going to look like in 2025. And to guide our deep dive, we've got a fantastic resource. Fast Company put together 25 predictions from some serious heavy hitters. We're talking about experts from tech giants like Microsoft, Google, venture capitalists, CEOs, ethicists, people who are really on the front lines of this AI revolution.
Yeah, it's interesting because these predictions, they really go beyond just the typical hype you see about AI. It's not just about AI getting smarter. It's about how AI is actually going to be applied, in business and our everyday lives in all sorts of unexpected ways.
Right? It's
Yeah.
not just science fiction anymore. It's like knocking on our door.
Yeah.
So let's jump right in. One of the things that really jumped out at me when I was reading through these predictions was this idea of AI agents.
Hmm.
Microsoft, for example, they're predicting that by 2025, we're each going to have a whole team of AI agents working for us.
Mhm.
And we're not talking about robots making you coffee. These AI agents would be handling things like sorting through your inbox, scheduling meetings, even like qualifying sales leads.
Yeah, it's like having an army of virtual assistants constantly working behind the scenes to free up your time and brain power.
So like you could finally get to inbox zero.
Exactly. And Salesforce Ventures actually, they take this idea even further. They say we're shifting from what we call generative AI, which is all about, AI creating content like writing a blog post or
Right.
composing a piece of music, to agentic AI.
Okay, so what does that mean, agentic AI?
So instead of just creating the content, the AI would actually take action. Like it would post that blog post, it would promote it on social media, it would even like interact with commenters.
Oh, wow, that's next level.
It is. And Deloitte is actually predicting that a quarter of companies that are currently using generative AI, they're going to start using these intelligent assistants by 2025.
So this is not some far-off futuristic thing. This is like right around the corner. Which makes me think, how do we prepare for that as business leaders, as employees? If AI is handling more and more of these day-to-day tasks, what skills are we going to need to focus on? Are we all going to have to become like AI whisperers?
That's a great question. And honestly, one that probably deserves its own deep dive. But one thing that's definitely clear is that companies need to start thinking now about how they're going to integrate these AI agents into their workflows and how they're going to train their employees to work alongside them effectively.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not just about the tech, it's about the people too. Now, another theme that emerged from these predictions is that it's a focus on practical applications for AI. Like Crunchbase, they point out that AI investment is moving away from experimentation, just dipping your toes in the AI water.
Right.
And it's moving towards solving really specific business problems. So it's not about just playing around with AI anymore. It's about finding ways to use it to get a real competitive advantage.
Absolutely. And ServiceNow actually predicts that AI is going to boost most organizations' capacity by 10 to 20% in the next 3 to 5 years.
Whoa, 10 to 20%. That's huge.
It is. And think about what you could do with an extra 20% capacity. You could take on new projects. You could expand into new markets. You could just give your team more time to breathe.
To focus on the things that humans do best.
Exactly.
And it's not just about internal operations either. Norris Venture Partners, they predict that by the end of 2025, 20% of those initial interactions between a business and a potential software vendor are going to be handled by AI. So you're talking about AI qualifying leads, answering basic questions, maybe even scheduling demos.
Yeah, it's really interesting to think about how that could change the sales process. Will human salespeople become more like strategic advisors, focusing on building relationships and closing those really complex deals, while AI handles all of that initial outreach and qualification?
I mean, it makes you wonder what kind of jobs will exist in the future. But okay, let's shift gears a little bit. Let's move beyond just text and images. Because Google Cloud, they're predicting that 2025 is going to be the year that dark data lights up. And by dark data, they're talking about all of that unstructured data that businesses have, documents, images, audio recordings, stuff that's just sitting there not really being used.
Yeah.
But Google thinks that AI is going to unlock the potential of all that data.
And that is a huge opportunity for businesses. Imagine being able to use AI to analyze customer service calls to identify common pain points, or to mine social media data to really understand emerging trends. It's like having a whole new source of insights at your fingertips.
And Menlo Ventures takes this a step further. They're predicting that we're going to see the emergence of what they're calling native AI apps in pretty much every consumer category.
Interesting.
So think about interacting with apps mostly through voice commands, or
Yeah.
getting instant personalized customer service through chatbots.
Yeah, it could really change the way we interact with technology. Imagine every app feeling like it has a dedicated concierge just for you.
Right, like catering to your every whim.
Mm.
Now, speaking of personalization, DeepL predicts that AI is going to go beyond just understanding us. They think AI is going to start proactively offering suggestions and even collaborating with us on projects.
Wow. So it's like having a super smart coworker who's always one step ahead, anticipating your needs and helping you find the best solutions.
But doesn't that sound a little bit creepy too? Like, how much do we really want AI to know about us and our work?
Yeah, that's a valid concern. And it brings up some really important questions about data privacy and the ethical implications of AI. These are conversations that we need to be having as a society as this technology continues to evolve.
Absolutely. And Adobe actually emphasizes the importance of building ethical considerations into AI systems from the very beginning.
Hmm.
They're predicting that consumers and businesses are going to increasingly favor tools that prioritize things like fairness and transparency and accountability.
Right. Trust is going to be absolutely crucial. People don't trust AI, they're not going to use it. And if businesses don't use it ethically, they're going to face a backlash from customers and from regulators.
Yeah, the high-stakes game. And speaking of trust, Hume AI has a prediction that I found both fascinating and a little unsettling.
Yeah.
They predict that in 2025, AI is going to pass the speech Turing test, meaning that we won't be able to tell if we're talking to a human or an AI on the phone.
Oh, wow.
Think about the implications of that.
Yeah, that's going to raise some really interesting questions about authenticity and the potential for manipulation. If AI can sound just like a human, how will we know who we can trust?
Exactly. And Jasper's CEO, he has an interesting take on this whole evolving relationship between humans and AI. He thinks that instead of us always prompting AI is going to start prompting us with insights and solutions.
Interesting.
So instead of saying to AI, write me a report,
Yeah.
it might analyze your data and say, hey, I noticed this trend in your sales numbers. You might want to look into that.
So it's like AI is becoming more of a partner, more of a collaborator.
Right. And it makes me wonder if we're going to have to learn a new language, a new way of communicating and collaborating with these intelligent machines.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, as these AI systems get more and more sophisticated, they're going to need more powerful hardware. And that's where quantum computing comes in. Quantinuum believes that quantum computing is going to play a really critical role in AI's evolution,
Yeah.
leading to breakthroughs in fields like personalized medicine and materials design.
Yeah, this is where things start to get really sci-fi.
Right.
Quantum computing has the potential to solve problems that are just impossible for our current computers to handle. It's going to open up whole new avenues for AI research and development.
But of course, with great power comes great responsibility. And National Grid Partners, they highlight a challenge that we need to be thinking about, which is energy consumption. As these AI models get larger and more complex, they're going to require a lot of energy to run.
Yeah, we can't just keep building bigger and more power-hungry AI systems without thinking about the environmental impact.
Exactly. The focus needs to shift towards optimizing AI for energy efficiency and sustainability.
Hmm.
Otherwise, the benefits of AI could be overshadowed by its environmental costs.
It's about finding that balance.
Right, and Trend Micro actually has a prediction that I think is a bit of a reality check. They warn that AI is going to make online scams much more believable.
Oh, boy.
So think about hyper-personalized deepfakes, disinformation campaigns that are almost impossible to distinguish from reality.
This is a little scary.
It's a sobering reminder that AI can be used for good or for bad. And as AI gets more sophisticated, we need to be more vigilant than ever about verifying information and protecting ourselves from these online scams.
We can't just blindly trust everything we see and hear online anymore.
Exactly. Well, I think this is a good time to take a breath and hear from our sponsor, Nidus Lab, because they're a company that can really help businesses navigate this complex world of AI and digital transformation.
Yeah, if you're looking to build cutting-edge web and mobile apps, develop innovative software solutions, or just create really compelling content that connects with your audience, Nidus Lab has the expertise and experience to bring your vision to life.
They can help you harness the power of AI to achieve your business goals and stay ahead of the curve in this rapidly evolving digital landscape. So check them out at www.niduslab.com.
And we'll be right back to unpack more of these AI predictions for 2025. Welcome back.
We're back and ready for more AI predictions.
You know, one area where AI has the potential to really make a difference is healthcare.
Oh, for sure. Healthcare is ripe for disruption.
And Day One Ventures, they're predicting the rise of AI wearables. But not just your typical fitness trackers. We're talking about devices that monitor your focus, your productivity, even your mental health in real time.
Whoa, so it's like having a little AI therapist on your wrist.
Yeah, basically. It's about using data and AI to optimize our mental and physical performance.
I can see that being super helpful for things like stress management.
Exactly. And HMNC Brain Health, they're predicting that AI is going to transform mental health care by moving away from that one-size-fits-all approach.
Which definitely doesn't work for everyone.
Right. AI could analyze your individual data to predict potential mental health issues before they even become serious. And it could even help match you with the right treatment faster.
That would be a game changer, especially for a field that's been struggling to keep up with the demand for personalized care.
Absolutely.
Now, Forum 3, they have a prediction that I think could completely change how we find information online.
Oh, tell me more.
They believe that we're going to move away from traditional search engines. You know, the ones that just give us a list of links. And we're going to move towards these AI-powered platforms that actually give us answers and even take actions for us.
So instead of just Googling best flights to London,
Right.
the AI would actually find the best options, book the flight for you, handle the payment, even send you reminders about your trip.
Wow, that would be amazing. Talk about convenience.
It would be like having a personal assistant who lives inside your computer.
Exactly. And on the topic of making things easier, North Zone predicts that AI will bring greater transparency to healthcare.
An area that's definitely been lacking transparency.
Yeah, big time.
Imagine finally understanding the true cost of medical procedures up front and having more insight into your own disease progression.
That would be incredibly empowering for patients.
It would give them the information they need to make informed decisions about their healthcare.
Okay, so we've talked about a lot of really exciting potential applications for AI, but to make all of this a reality, we need something pretty crucial.
What's that?
Data.
Of course, data is the fuel that powers AI.
Right. And IDC emphasizes that companies are going to need to focus on building curated data vaults specific to each domain.
So instead of trying to modernize all of their data at once, which can be a really daunting task, they're going to focus on creating these specialized data sets that are tailored to specific AI applications.
So it's about quality over quantity.
Exactly. It's about making sure that the data used to train these AI models is accurate, relevant, and representative.
And Analog Devices predicts that we're going to see the rise of specialized edge AI chips.
Okay, what are those?
So these are chips that are specifically designed for AI processing. And they're going to enable more power-efficient and faster AI on smaller devices, like smartphones and wearables.
So we're talking about things like real-time speech recognition on your phone
Okay.
without killing your battery in an hour,
Exactly.
or a smartwatch that can accurately detect early signs of heart disease without needing to constantly send data to the cloud.
It's about bringing the power of AI directly to our fingertips.
And it's not just about individual devices either. This concept of edge AI also extends to larger systems like factories and cities.
So you could have factories where AI-powered sensors monitor equipment in real time to prevent breakdowns, or cities that use AI to optimize traffic flow and energy consumption,
It's about creating a more intelligent and interconnected world,
where AI is embedded in every aspect of our lives.
working behind the scenes to make things run more smoothly and efficiently.
But as we get all excited about this AI-powered future, we can't forget about the human element.
You're absolutely right.
All of these predictions, while exciting, they also raise some important questions about the future of work, the ethical implications of AI, the need for responsible development and deployment.
It's a reminder that AI is a tool, and like any tool, it could be used for good or for bad.
It's up to us to shape this technology in a way that benefits humanity as a whole.
And one of the ways we can do that is by supporting companies like Nidus Lab, our sponsor for this episode.
Yes, Nidus Lab is committed to building ethical and responsible AI solutions.
If you're looking for a partner to help you navigate the complexities of AI and digital transformation, Nidus Lab has the expertise and experience you need.
They offer a wide range of services, from web and app development to content creation and digital strategy.
And they're dedicated to using their expertise to build a better, more sustainable, and more equitable future.
You can find them at www.niduslab.com.
Welcome back to the Z Consulting Podcast.
To our final segment of predictions for what AI has in store for us in 2025.
Yeah, we've covered a lot of ground from AI agents to quantum computing to the ethical implications of this rapidly evolving technology.
It feels like we've only just scratched the surface.
There's so much more to explore, but I think one of the key takeaways here is that AI is not some distant future thing.
Right, it's happening now, and it's going to have a profound impact on our lives in the very near future.
Businesses need to start paying attention.
They really do. And one prediction that I think really highlights this urgency is the rise of those specialized edge AI chips that Analog Devices is forecasting.
Ah, yes, those powerful little chips that will allow for more efficient AI processing on smaller devices.
Exactly. Think about it, real-time language translation on your phone without killing your battery. Sophisticated image recognition in your camera, personalized health monitoring on your smartwatch, all powered by AI right there in your hand.
It's about bringing the power of AI closer to the user, making it more accessible and seamlessly integrated into our daily lives.
And it's not just about individual devices either, is it?
No, this concept of edge AI extends to larger systems like factories and cities.
Imagine a factory where AI-powered sensors are monitoring equipment in real time to predict and prevent breakdowns.
Optimizing efficiency, reducing downtime, it's a game changer.
Or a city that uses AI to manage traffic flow.
Reducing congestion, improving air quality, making urban life more livable.
It's really a vision of a future where AI is woven into the very fabric of our lives.
Working silently in the background to make things run more smoothly, more efficiently, and more sustainably.
But as we embrace this AI-powered future, it's crucial that we don't lose sight of the human element.
Couldn't agree more.
All of these predictions, while incredibly exciting, they also raise important questions about the future of work, the ethical implications of AI, and the need for responsible development and deployment.
It's a reminder that AI is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for bad.
It's up to us to shape this technology in a way that benefits all of humanity.
Absolutely, and that's why organizations like Nidus Lab, our sponsor for this episode, are so important.
They're not just building cutting-edge AI solutions, they're doing it with a focus on ethics, responsibility, and sustainability.
If you're a business leader looking to integrate AI into your operations, but you want to make sure you're doing it the right way,
Nidus Lab is the partner you need.
they offer a wide range of services from web and app development to content creation and digital strategy.
And they're committed to using their expertise to build a better, more sustainable, and more equitable future.
Check them out at www.niduslab.com.
And that brings us to the end of our deep dive into AI predictions for 2025. It's been a fascinating conversation, and I hope you all gained some valuable insights. As always, we encourage you to continue the conversation. Share your thoughts, your questions, your concerns about AI in the comments below. Or connect with us on social media. We release new episodes every Wednesday and Sunday at 7 p.m. Thank you for tuning in to the Z Consulting Podcast, where we discuss the ins and outs of business. Looking forward to having you join us again.